Live Monday after week 12. Week 12 is done. We are 2 weeks away from the NFL or fantasy season being done, fantasy regular season being done. And then of course 3 weeks of playoffs, assuming that's how you roll. Week 12 was a little bit rough across. I actually did okay in most of my leagues, I would say. I did pretty well. I have Jahmyr Gibbs in a couple of them, so that really, really helps. So, you basically won your matchup. I had one team where I had Jahmyr Gibbs and JSN. I think I put up almost 100 points there, over 90 points with those two players alone, which I want to say would almost have beaten my opponent, just those two alone. So, but yeah, kind of a weird week. I mean, just like some bad performances for sure. But tonight's game was decent as I bring in my brother here. Decent for fantasy, not great. I thought it was going to be a better game. I was hoping it was going to be a better game to watch. It wasn't very exciting. McCaffrey was awesome and Kittle was great, and that's about it, right? Kevin needed one more. Yeah, Kevin needed one more point from Rico. That's rough.
I lost a point by going just under median on that last Rico 10-yard catch. Dad squeaked right past me. He keeps kicking my ass.
In which league?
I think it was Poseidon. No, yeah. Yeah, he just beat me for median. I guess he probably already had it by just a hair.
Yeah. It was kind of a weird week, I guess. I was saying I have Gibbs in a couple leagues, and he basically single-handedly won most of my leagues. I mean, 50 points. One of the better running back performances we've seen. I think that's even better than JT's big one earlier this year, I'm pretty sure. What did he end up with exactly? Gibbs had 220 yards rushing on 15 carries is insane. 2 touchdowns, 11 catches for 45 yards and a touchdown. Pretty insane. Insane stat line there. Gibbs is the man. Would he be the 101? If you're going back, if you could draft right, if you went back and you're drafting right now and you're playing from this point on, is Gibbs the 101?
Maybe McCaffrey. I don't know. My instinct's still to go to McCaffrey. Is Gibbs number one on the year now?
Probably with that 50 points.
Yeah. It's hard to put that down, that's for sure.
He might not be. I don't know exactly.
He's had fantasy pros. He had another huge one just a couple of weeks ago. So didn't he have like a 40-something point game a few weeks ago?
Yeah. This league 38. But before, I mean, basically week 7 he had in our Zeus league, so it's not standard, but 37, 38, 51. That's 3 of the last 5 games he's played. Before that, though, he was kind of like, good, not great. So I don't know. It feels like he could be. He would be the 101. I mean, JT is in conversation, but they have such a tough schedule. The Colts coming up, which is probably why you avoid them. Short week for sure. It is a short week. We got 4 games happening before Sunday. So I think it's like the only, maybe it's not the only year, but our only week, but this is the time of year where you start getting Saturday games as soon as like college football is kind of done. But yeah, it is a short week indeed. Black Friday game. Niners schedule is soft. CMC can turn up. What is the Niners schedule? I mean, JSN's in conversation too, right? To be the 101.
Yeah, he's McCaffrey's got Cleveland. He's still got his bye too. He's got that week 14 bye. So Cleveland, bye, Tennessee, Indy, Chicago. So
it's pretty nice.
Yeah.
I mean, Cleveland bye, but McCaffrey's matchup proof, really. I mean, he's matchup proof in the sense of like, could he be limited because he's playing Cleveland? He might not give you 30 points, sure, but he's going to give you, because he catches the ball, he's probably going to give you 15 or something, like he's almost like a lock for that. It feels like. I had a question I was thinking of. Fill in the blank. Wide receiver 1 in Dynasty is
it JSN now?
Well, I mean, just your own personal opinion. It is JSN on Keep Trade Cut.
Oh, yeah, I'll still go Chase. Old habits die hard.
Yeah. What's the reasoning? And I'm only asking not to question, but more to like, just curious what.
Still attached to Burrow, like, for the foreseeable future. Still playing really great, even outside of not having Burrow for a good chunk of the year. I mean, JSN's doing it again with, obviously he wasn't quite this good last year, but with Geno Smith and Sam Darnold, so he could really end up going somewhere. Like, not that I think that'll happen, but if he goes to the right or to an even better situation, it's like he could just be so dominant, even more than he is already.
Yeah, I don't know if he can get much better than what he's been this year, to be honest.
Yeah,
like,
I don't think so.
If he completes this year, it's going to be hard to deny him as the wide receiver 1. I mean, he's on pace for over 2,000 yards receiving, 11 touchdowns, which is insane. And he's just like, I don't think he hasn't had a bad game. His worst game is 4 for 79. That's his worst game. Other than that, I don't even know. I mean, is it 5 for 96 and a touchdown? 5 for 93 and a touchdown? Like, it's insane what he's doing. Absolutely insane.
Kevin likes Davante Adams in redraft.
Yeah, Adams is like weird, like, because his is all like mostly touchdowns, right? He's not even on pace for like big reception and receiving numbers. 75 catches, 975 yards, but almost 19 touchdowns. And you don't really expect it to go away. I mean, usually those fade routes where they just throw the fade when they're at the 5-yard line or closer. I think it's the dumbest play ever because it's just such a low percentage play. But with Davante Adams, it's like, that's like, just do it because he just catches it. It's insane, pretty insane.
I think I'm reading this correctly. Davante Adams, 26 red zone targets.
Yep.
To Puka's 9.
Yeah.
That's pretty crazy. Kind of want. I thought that the end zone targets are even like crazier too.
Yeah, it's just kind of crazy, like, because Puka was putting up, or is putting up, like, he's almost as good as JSN. Like, I don't know what including week 12. Obviously, JSN will jump pretty far ahead. Going into week 12, though, Puka was 0.3 points per game behind JSN, which is kind of crazy because he only has 4 touchdowns. But he just has all those catches,
Yeah.
80 catches. That's pretty insane.
Balling out.
Yeah. Any concerns about Lamar, Saquon?
I mean,
Whoever
Lamar
else
is
is.
Lamar is a weird one, right? But what do? You never bench him, right? Obviously, the last 2 games have been terrible, and he did pop up on that injury report a couple weeks ago. Was he on it again this week? Like just for like the first
So.
day?
Yeah, I think so.
So I wonder if he's still nursing a little something, or or if it's just veterans rest.
He was DNP on ankle, DNP on Wednesday, and then full. Yeah, I mean you don't bench him,
fresh. Yeah, and you can't trade him. Like, who are you trading him for?
Yeah. I really wish I put in the Rams defense instead of the Raiders. Would have won me my matchup by 2 points. Yeah. Rams defense is really good. And they're just like, for whatever reason, like if you look at like roster percentage, I think it's based on ESPN, but it's like under 50%. Whatever, I don't know. Like the Rams defense is good, man. It's just really, really good. Very consistent. That sucks though. It sucks especially if you were like debating on those two or you had the Rams in. I thought I made a mistake because I benched the Texans defense for the Browns defense, but then the Browns actually outscored them by 1 point. So it worked out. Down on Jefferson. Hey, you called it, right? Kind of worried about Jefferson this year. That being said, it's mostly just touchdowns for him. He's still on pace for over 1,200 yards and 90 catches. I mean, do you have JSN over CD over Justin Jefferson in Dynasty?
I think they're all kind of in that tier still, but I mean, we need to see some life for sure with McCarthy, But just like we talked about McCarthy, he's essentially playing his rookie year, obviously hampered by injury. Then he ended up in the concussion protocol today, post game. So it's kind of like, all right, like, what does this mean? Not that you really wanted to start him next week against Seattle's defense, anyways.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's having a rough go of it for sure.
I heard something like, so there's like this advanced statistic out there. It's called EPA. Maybe you've heard it before on fantasy shows, but it's essentially stands for like expected points added. So it's essentially a statistic like what impact are you making and stuff like that on the game. And like something with McCarthy's game yesterday was like the worst in like out of however many quarterbacks. I don't know what the number was. It was like the worst they've ever seen or bottom 5 worst. It was really bad. Really, really bad. It's concerning with McCarthy for sure. I mean, because usually the excuse for these guys is like, oh, well, like who, it's Cam Ward, right? His coach got fired and he's throwing to, Chimere Dike, who I like, and Van Jefferson and, Tyler Lockett and stuff like that, like in 2025. You don't really have that excuse for Justin Jefferson or for McCarthy. He has Jefferson and Addison and Hawkinson and Aaron Jones and I don't know.
Yeah, but he's played 6 NFL games, right?
Yeah.
So it's tough. It's tough.
Yeah. Yeah, I think what makes it worse is Darnold's performance with the Vikings last year and just like quarterbacks under O'Connell in general. And the Vikings, Nick Mullins and Joshua Dobbs and obviously Darnold and Cousins and stuff. even Wentz to a certain extent, right? Didn't Wentz look good for a couple of games before he broke his shoulder, essentially?
Yeah.
He had a couple, 350 and 2, 230 and 1, 300 yards. Yeah. I did buy him 2 weeks ago in my undefeated. I bought him as well. Undefeated dynasty squad for Olave. I still think that's a good trade. Olave and the 112 for Justin Jefferson.
Yeah. I'd still make that trade right now.
Yeah. And again, we're talking about a guy that's still on pace for 90 catches and over 12, almost 1,300 yards receiving. It's just really the touchdowns is the biggest thing there. Yeah, I bought him as well in Dynasty like a month ago or so.
What'd you get him for?
So it's a competing team. So I traded Neighbors and a first for him. And it's not looking like it's working out so far. I mean, my team's still really good, but traded Neighbors and a first. This was like mid-October, so this is over a month ago at this point. But we'll see. We'll see. The squad's good though. My squad's good on that team, so. Although I might be without Genty now. By the way, Justin Jefferson, wide receiver 6 in Dynasty now, behind JSN, Chase, Puka, Neighbors, Amon-Ra.
Amon-Ra getting some respect.
Finally.
Yeah.
And then Jefferson, Lamb, Ibuka.
That's kind of surprising that Lamb is falling that much.
Yeah. I mean, I think going into the year, he was probably 3?
Yeah.
3 or 4?
2, I would say 2 or 3. It was kind of those 3 guys. It was Jefferson, Chase, and Lamb kind of.
I think Neighbors might have been over him too.
Yeah, it's possible.
Let's see here. I don't know when exactly the season started, but we'll just look at September 1st. He was, wide receiver 4. So it must have been Neighbors over him. Yeah, I mean, Lamb hasn't been his dominant self this year, So started off the year hot, but Pickens has kind of outperformed him.
Yeah, definitely. Georgie has been playing out of his mind. He's averaging 100 yards per game since Lamb's been back.
Yeah, I mean, almost 150 the last 2 weeks. Yeah, he's been awesome. Pickens, he has been awesome. I didn't expect he's already at 1,000 yards. Damn.
Yeah, wide receiver 2 on the year.
And what's he on pace for? Let's see here. He's on pace for 1,600 yards, 100 catches, 12 touch. I never expected those type of numbers from Pickens.
Yeah.
That's pretty crazy. Won by 3 points thanks to the McMillan Bayhawk touchdown. Moving to 7-4. Nice. 7-4, 2 weeks to go. I mean, should be looking pretty good there. You probably haven't technically, or maybe you have clinched a playoff spot, but a good chance maybe you haven't. But you're on your way, that's for sure.
Yeah, my teams are. Some of them are struggling a little bit. I played a matchup against the third place 8-3 team who I've outscored by 350 points. I'm in second, and I lost to them. So that's not fun. So I'm on a little losing streak in one of my leagues. I'll still make the playoffs, but I don't even know. Hopefully I have a few easy matchups to round out the year. I just played the first place team twice in 3 weeks. We went 1-1. A little rough.
Yeah.
But that process has been really fun, like rebuilding that team from the ground up. It was pretty bad when I got it. So
Yeah.
obviously
last-
someone abandoned it.
My last ride team has been on a bit of a losing streak as well. This league has 6 teams at 6-5, third place to seventh or eighth place or something. But I did win this week, thank God, because it's my Derrick Henry, McCaffrey, Lamar, Jalen Hurts team. So I think, did I beat you in Marty's league?
You did.
Okay. It's okay.
Yeah,
So
I went 6-4 this week. So anytime I get anything over 500, I'm always happy with. Even 500, it's like, oh, that was a bad week.
I'm checking now.
What's that?
All the leagues I care about, I think I won in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All my sleeper leagues I won, which actually there's kind of a couple of those I don't want to really win in, but yeah, I guess I had a pretty good week.
I think I locked number 1 seed in Home Dynasty.
Did you?
I think so, because I beat Will and he didn't meet league median. So that puts me 4 points up on you and him, and there's 4 left, and you guys would have to outscore me by like 500 or something to catch me.
Yeah, we can do that. We could do that. No, I'm just kidding.
Or make some trades.
Yeah, I don't know. I think your team's a little bit too. I'll take my chances with just beating you on an off week and see what happens.
Yeah, you're gonna have to do it 2 weeks in a row.
Yeah.
We got a
El
question.
Dorado, I think I'm out. I won my matchup, but I need to get like median as well. And I've been I think I played this. I was the second lowest scoring team last week, and I played the lowest scoring. And then I think this week I'm like third or fourth, and I played the one barely below me or something. So I don't think I'm technically out, but yeah, the team's struggling. Who would you start in my 2 RB, 2 wide receiver, 1 flex? So you have Henry, Javonte, Judkins, Travion Hampton, JSN, Nico. Okay, so locks are, well, JSN's the lock.
And Henry. Henry's playing Cincinnati.
Yeah.
So that's 1 and 1.
So then Javonte, Judkins, Travion.
Yeah, I'm starting to look at some matchups here.
Yeah, I should probably pull that up too.
We saw nice usage from Travion this week, obviously. Like, that was great to see. Still,
yeah,
Ramondre Stevenson playing, 30% of the snaps, so that's good. He kept the starting role there.
I do want to check, though, because I want to say Stevenson played, so the goal line snaps went 5 to Travion, 2 to Terrell Jennings, 4 to Ramondre. So a little bit more of a split than you would want. Third down went to Ramondre as well, 7 to 1.
That's kind of interesting. Still 4 targets, 3 catches, only 15 yards for Travion, but I like that. Still involvement in the passing game, 18 carries. So definitely shouldering the load there.
Yeah, I am a little bit concerned about the goal line usage, and obviously, like, you want him to have one of those for sure, like goal line and or third down work. Did they have a 2-minute drill here? They did not have a 2-minute drill, so we don't really know what they're going to do in the 2-minute drill. All right, so we're I'm trying to pull up. Let's see here.
I think I'm still throwing out Javonte. They're playing KC, but I don't know. The Cowboys just made such a huge impression, right? Like, coming back 21 zip to beat Philly. That was great. Still 100 total yards, no touchdown, but a couple of catches. So you're still happy with that, I think.
Yeah, a little bit trap backy.
Why is he
'Cause
not
we-
getting goal line stuff?
No, I'm just saying, like, well, he hasn't had a touchdown in forever. And I mean, you're happy if you get 2 catches from him, you know? So he can very easily get 2 touchdowns. But it's kind of the definition of a trap back, right? Where it's just like you don't expect him to have, he's not going to do a Jahmyr Gibbs game or even anything close to it. Like, he's probably going to churn out his yards, around 4 a carry or so. Well, who's the all right? So you're saying Javonte's your second running back?
I think so. I think I'm gonna say Javonte and Travion at flex, and then probably just start Nico.
So JSN and Nico, I agree with. Henry, I agree with. I'd probably go Travion and then probably Javonte. Yeah, so we're starting the same guys. Same guys there.
Tet I'm avoiding because of the matchup, but I mean, also obviously the usage is still there even in tonight, but it's only 2 for 35. But he got a touchdown, so he saved his bacon a little bit. 7 targets, but against the Rams, just like look what they just did to the Bucks. Carolina, man, like you said, only 1 game behind the Bucks. They could be in huge fucking trouble if Baker's shoulder isn't right, which it definitely didn't look right. They're getting a little scary.
Yeah. You got Teddy 2 gloves.
Yeah.
Teddy 2 gloves.
Bridgewater.
Yeah.
Why is he 2 gloves?
Well, because he always wears 2 gloves, which I think is a little unusual for a quarterback. Usually they wear none or 1. Because they're kind of, I think I'm sure the gloves that quarterbacks use are different from receivers. So, yeah, stories. Yeah, I think we're in agreement there. It's Henry, Javonte, Travion, Jason, Nico. So, Judkins is like, he's always going to have that. Like, I think we were talking about a lot of questions with Judkins last week or, a couple of days ago. And it kind of played out how we expected, except he got 2 touchdowns, right? Like 16 carries, 47 yards, but he fell into the end zone twice, and that's always going to be on the table for him, probably more so than Travion, maybe more so than Javonte at this point. Maybe not. But we're going to take the guys that are a little bit more efficient on better offenses and so that's kind of the reasoning, I think, there. Yeah, BTJ, we don't know if he's going to be back. Hampton, I don't think is going to be back. So he had a low grade injury or a shoulder injury, I guess Baker did. So
not great.
Sir Mod. No. I'm going to say no. Congratulations. I hope you win.
Yeah, me too.
I hope you win. I think Sleeper's usually pretty quick at updating rankings. I was going to say, I think in Zeus, I think I've locked up a spot. Let's see. Did Bob, you hit median, right?
In Zeus, I don't know.
I mean, 156. Yeah, you did better than 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, you hit median.
They haven't put the medals up yet.
No. You got a point. Bob looks like he got no points, so it looks like you'll be up 2 with 4 to go. Okay. I'll be up, I think, and clinch the spot there. So number 2 seed for that league is going to be interesting, I think.
Yeah. I've never heard it called yams before. I like that.
It's topical. It's around Thanksgiving, Yams.
Yeah.
Best Thanksgiving side dish. And also, why is ham better than turkey?
Well, ham's not better than turkey, first of all. Best side dish. I mean, if it's Thanksgiving, it's got to be stuffing because you don't really get that at other times for the most part. But I don't know. Can't I fuck around with some good mashed potatoes? That's for sure.
Yeah, we should make stuffing more like year round, like once a month type of dish. A side dish.
Do you know what stuffing's called if you don't stuff it up the ass of a turkey?
Isn't it called like dressing or something?
Yeah, it's like, who calls it that?
Yeah, I don't
Apparently
know.
the Fox and everybody else.
I have heard that before. I thought it was like maybe like a British American thing or something, but yeah.
No, my wife's family calls it that. And I'm like, you guys are fucking weird.
Yeah, you're just making it more difficult than you need it to actually be. Like,
and
call it stuffing.
You know what else I thought is weird? And we're going to rectify this year. They don't do rolls on Thanksgiving. No one ever brings rolls. It's like, what kind of shit is that?
That is a little strange. That is a little strange. Yeah, I mean, you got like the must-haves are obviously like mashed potato, stuffing, gravy. I mean, I don't really consider that a side. It's like part of the mashed potatoes. And then, turkey, of course. But I don't know. Turkey's
part of everything.
Yeah. I still argue that turkey is it's pretty far down the list of like meat that I want to eat in general.
Yeah, well, you're not alone on that. That's for sure. There's a lot of people that feel the same way.
But I get it. Yeah. How do you make turkey or ham sliders without the rolls?
Dude, my wife's side of the family is huge in town, and so there's like 40 or more people, so we don't get leftovers, man.
Yeah, that sucks.
So,
but you're doing 2 this year.
Yeah, we're doing a second one on Friday because our sister's coming into town. So
yeah. Sweet potato casserole. I feel like we never used to have it that much growing up, but then over the last, I don't know, several years, I feel like I've had it.
Yeah, it's fine. It's like closer to dessert than
It's kind of cheating. It is a dessert. It is 100% a dessert.
I mean, it's called sweet potato, and it has fucking marshmallows on it.
It's essentially a pie without the crust, right? Like,
yeah, and the crust is the best part of any pie, pretty much. So, what the hell? Alexander adds sausage to stuffing is a game changer. That's how our mom makes it. She adds sausage to it.
It is really good.
Yeah, for sure. And then she because she's not making a turkey this year. She just comes with us now. So it's actually dressing, but she's a saint. I'll let her know. I think she's downstairs watching Charlie Brown Thanksgiving with the kids, actually.
Yeah, I was trying to pumpkin pie to me is the best pie for Thanksgiving, at least.
Yeah.
Are you like pumpkin pie? I know you eat it, but do you like?
Yeah, I don't mind it too much. I don't really do the whipped cream and stuff. I'd much rather have like a berry pie,
Just in general, or like?
Yeah, in general. But I mean, pumpkin pie's fine. I don't know. I'm not a huge dessert guy in general. So, I don't know. I'll definitely eat a slice of pumpkin pie. I feel like if Dad was here, he would have been like talking a bunch of shit to me because I said, it's fine. It's because I didn't say it was the best thing in the world.
Yeah. I feel like a good macaroni dish should be Thanksgiving. I feel like that's more like of a Southern thing. I could just be imagining that, but that's just my perception of it. And of like,
Some
you
mac and cheese.
never, yeah, like a good like baked mac and cheese dish or something for Thanksgiving would be good. Millionaire salad. What is that?
Yeah, you got to send us some ingredients for that. I don't know what that is.
What
That better
is
not be like the ambrosia salad or whatever, which is also just like, isn't that just like Jello and marshmallows and shit? Like, it's like, all right, that's not salad. Like, why don't we call things that definitely aren't salad?
Yeah, potato salad. Just like a bunch of mayo and fucking egg and potato.
Yeah. Green bean. Oh no, I was gonna say green bean salad. It's casserole. Never mind.
Green bean casserole is fine.
No, I like it.
Yeah.
It's up there.
I think it might be. So the American version is typically a sweet, typically a dessert or sweet side dish. Yeah, it is the ambrosia and Watergate salad.
Watergate
salad. Watergate salad. Yeah. So yeah, fruit, creamy base. I actually like it. I mean, it's definitely nowhere like calling it a salad is fucking ridiculous, but
yeah,
it although what is the definition of a salad?
I don't fucking know.
Because it could just be like a mixture.
Something that you eat with forks. I don't know.
No, it does say raw or cooked vegetables. A cold dish of various mixtures of raw or cooked vegetables. So yeah, we can't call it a salad.
So macaroni salad doesn't even count there.
Potato salad, millionaire salad. Top 5.
Some people call potatoes vegetables. They're definitely not.
Like top 5 like side dishes. I mean, potatoes, mashed potatoes, stuffing. I don't even know if I have like 5 to be honest, because like those are the 2.
Yeah, green bean casserole. I would go with that one.
Alcohol.
Yeah, beers and a joint.
I like cranberry sauce, either the jelly bullshit or real cranberry sauce. I just like it how it like mixes with everything.
You like the cranberry sauce?
The turkey. Yeah, I like how it like goes with the turkey and stuff.
And pre-meal, what do you eat when the Detroit game is on?
I mean, cheese and crackers. I don't know if I really like have like a.
I don't really eat that early.
Well, we're on the West Coast, so it's pretty early for us.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, if it's anything, it's like it's dinner rolls or something like that, because you can just like, and like ham is always like, if you get like the pre-cooked stuff, like the spiral cut pre-cooked stuff, it's like you can always tear some pieces of that off there and make little sliders.
Yeah, I mean, I'll always like fuck up a cheese and cracker charcuterie board or something. I'm all in on those for sure. But yeah, I don't know if we have like a Thanksgiving appetite. Again, like for us, the Detroit game, growing up is on at 10 in the morning or something, So a little bit too early. I don't even know if I've never been a big breakfast person in general, but definitely don't even have breakfast on like Thanksgiving.
Look, boy.
Opinions on what is the tiebreaker for a tie in regular season? Or do you just keep it as a tie? Are you talking about with the score?
I think, I think he's asking, like, what is a tie constant? Like, is it just a tie? It doesn't happen very often if you have a 2 decimal point system. But yeah, I think we just leave them as ties, and it's basically, it more or less counts as a half win, half loss, right? Like just like regular sports.
Yeah. 2 decimal tie. That's insane. Yeah. I haven't actually gone back. I have been meaning to, because we had a tie in the one Listener League Dynasty you're not in. I don't know if it was median or points, but yeah, we also do 2 decimals. Yeah, you just kind of keep it as a tie, you know. Alexander, you can keep talking food and Thanksgiving. That's totally fine. But yeah, I mean, I don't know what else you can do, to be honest. I mean, some people, I guess the other alternative is bench points. I know some people do that. Yeah, that sucks that you had the tie and you needed the win, dude. But I mean, unless there's something in the rule books or something, I don't know what else besides like bench points you could do.
Yeah.
But even then, I don't think I agree. I think I would just stick with the tie, unfortunately. So.
Yeah, I would just leave it as a tie. And you know what I was thinking? And I think we kind of said this, like if league median, like if the tie is the 2 teams that are 6 and 7 in a 12-team league, I think it just probably goes 1 loss, 1 win, right? Unless there is a tiebreaker.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know what else to do besides like bench points. That's what Alexander does. He does bench points in his home leagues. Yeah, and then that's exactly why I don't necessarily agree with it. And I think I would just go with the tie. I mean, honestly, since playing 2 decimal, I don't think I've ever seen a tie with 2 decimal points. So it's not going to happen very often, you know.
So he also says points for on the season. What if it happens in week 1?
Yeah.
Then you have to like make another rule just for that specific situation, right? Or what if there's a tie there? Obviously, that's not super common, but if it happens in week 1, then
yeah, I mean, yeah, the problem is with that, like, is like what does previous weeks have to do with this week's matchup, you know?
Yeah, for sure.
So you know, so like it's hard to say like, oh yeah, you know, who had more points going into it. What's that matter to this week, you know? And so yeah, I think just chalking it up as a tie and just like this could not happen again for a decade, you know. Again, I don't think I've ever seen a score tied with 2 decimal points. I mean, it's rare with just no decimal points. So I wanted to get back to this buffalo dip's bomb. All of biscuits.
I was going to say everything except for the buffalo dip made me think that Alexander was like European or something. Gizzard pate, olive biscuits, sausage and cheese, soft pretzels. It's like that sounds like some like French Germanic stuff right there, you know?
Yeah. I'm down for the buffalo dip, sausage and cheese, and pretzels. I'm not a big olive person. Although I'd be down to try olive biscuits because I like things like tapenade and shit. Pennsylvania, he says.
Oh, there's some Dutch.
Yeah. Gizzard pate. Yeah, I don't know about that. I mean, I'd try it for sure. I'll try anything.
Luke
yeah, but
or Luke Boy, I don't know. I'm gonna call him Luke Boy. Even though that's not how you spell Luke. But I got a friend on Pokemon Go who's Luke Boy, and they've never met the guy. But yeah, that really sucks. 90% odds, and you end up tying.
There could be, I will say, stat corrections happen pretty regularly in the NFL. Now, you know, I'd say every week there's stat corrections, but I don't know. Like, okay, here we go. Week 11, Ben Skoranek. Okay, that was a tackle. There's stat changes like almost, okay. It's mostly tackles. But every now and then you'll get one. So here you go. Like Cameron Johnson, rushing yards changed from 0 to 2. So, and Tez Johnson. Oh, did they? What? I think they awarded the wrong player yards. That's kind of crazy. Tej Johnson and Cameron Johnson for the Bucks. So look out for stat corrections. They usually get done by Wednesday. But yeah, I mean, again, I don't really know. If you wanted, I guess the one thing you could propose, because it's probably never happened, so no one even like thought about it. If they even have like rules and stuff like that, if you're in like a home league, you can say you're down to like flip a coin for it or something, and just hope you win. If you want to do that, because if essentially if the tie doesn't help you, like you need to win out or something, and same with the other guy or whatever, like, and you both agree on it, maybe you can propose that. And if worst you can do is ask and just say like, hey, like I'm down to flip a coin, see who wins. Like, I don't really see what else you can do there, but do look out for stat changes, especially if you have defensive points, and stuff like that. A lot of times, like 0-yard rushes get changed to 0-yard sacks and stuff like that.
Yeah, it's really tough. Just to kind of like wrap up the tie thing. I know we got to answer that. I mean, that's a pretty easy one, but Alexander said eliminate defense and kicker points. Who wins with skill players? It's like basically impossible to make a rule right now, right? That's not completely 50-50, like a coin toss, because whoever is going to lose that, like you can just look and see who's going to lose it, then they're not going to be for it, Yeah. Could put it to league vote, but it's kind of like, I don't know. If you're on the losing end of it, you're just going to be really pissed, unless it's like a complete game of chance. But yeah, I think in general, address it for years going forward and figure something out that seems fair. But I think you just leave it as a tie.
Yeah. Yeah, just looking back at the stat corrections this year, there's been that one, the Cameron Johnson, Tej Johnson. Other than that, it was just tackles by offensive players and stuff. So it hasn't been much, but it does happen. It does happen every now and then. So be on the lookout for that. Yes, we do. No trades with teams that are eliminated, unless you play in a keeper or dynasty league, obviously. Even, keeper leagues, I don't know. I've never really played in the keeper league. I have, but not really. So yeah, no, I don't think. I always encourage them to still make waiver moves and stuff like that. But yeah, we ban it, assuming there's no like benefit. There's nothing they can benefit from. But
yeah, I mean, you still are? I think I already asked you this before, but you used to do a weekly payoff or a weekly buy or weekly prize. It was just a $5 prize that came out of the pot for the highest scoring team every week.
Yeah, probably need to announce what I'm doing there. Even then, though, I still wouldn't allow trades.
Yeah, trades are still kind of like, nah, probably not. Especially because you get eliminated from playoff contention. You could get eliminated like as early as a few weeks ago, but more likely than not, this week was a big week for some people. So
yeah,
what are you really playing for? Like $10 in prize money or something if you did weekly prize.
Yeah, so definitely. And I just do it mathematically as well. If you probably break it down, I don't know if there's something out there where you can just input your league and say like, sometimes you see like this team's three games down with 3 to go, but like the schedule could also affect that. And like, are they really eliminated? Like with how it all could play out? I don't know. Unless there's an easy way to figure that out, I just go by mathematically eliminated. So,
Sleeper does have, if you go to the standings and go to details, maybe it's not in all leagues. I'm just like looking on my phone because the app is like so much better, but it tells you when people have clinched playoffs, and I think it also tells you
when they're
if they've been eliminated. Yeah,
They do.
eliminated from what? No,
They
eliminated
do.
from winners bracket. Okay, so that's playoffs. Okay.
I just don't know if that includes like if it takes into account everything, or is it just doing the mathematically eliminated thing?
Yeah, I don't know.
So until I see someone who's like not mathematically eliminated but shows eliminated, I don't know if I'm, I'd have to see that first, I guess. Well, we'll probably get out on this. We have a 3-strike rule. If you don't make at least 3 moves and set your lineup, you'll be removed from the league. You talk about when eliminated, Alexander, or just in general throughout the season? Yeah, I mean, you want people to be active for sure. So, New Orleans has Carolina, Jets, and Titans week 17. Are they a good pickup for the playoffs? Yeah, I mean, who are you picking up though? There's really 2 guys. New Orleans, right?
I didn't know if he meant the actual defense, maybe. He could be thinking of the defense.
Probably not.
Wait, Saints have Carolina. Oh, you play. Oh, okay. Sorry. No, I was looking at the wrong weeks. Yeah.
I just don't think their defense is that good.
They're like perfectly middle of the pack. They just scored 14 on Carolina a couple of weeks ago, 13 on Atlanta this week, 10 on Tampa Bay. So I don't know. It could be. I haven't really looked at defense playoff schedules, honestly, but that's not any schedule I'd be running away from for sure. So if you got a bench spot, I don't mind stashing it, and then you can make the decision later. They're probably on your waiver wire, right? Like no one's really starting them.
Yeah. Yeah. If there's not better options that you can stream week to week, sure. But we will probably take off, guys. Quieter night, but to be expected as we kind of wind down in the regular season. And we'll be back. I'll be back Wednesday evening.
For what?
And
just to talk.
For a live stream. Yeah, just the usual Wednesday. Haven't done it actually in a couple weeks, but
okay. Alexander mentioned Scrapple earlier. Look up Scrapple. It's a delicacy in my area. And the Wikipedia page, like it says, a traditional mush of fried pork scraps and trimmings. And then it goes on. I was just like, a traditional mush, huh? But it is like baked into a loaf with like cornmeal and stuff. And then it looks like they make it almost into like a Spam type situation, and then they fry it. Yeah, could be good. Could be good.
Yeah.
There is like a picture of one that it's like the grayest food I've ever seen. Like most of it's like brown, like it actually looks like appetizing, but there's a picture where it's like, why is it so gray? Like, what do they put in that? It's like a color you don't want your food.
Yeah. Looks like it's like a breakfast thing.
Yeah. Often served for breakfast.
Interesting. They had to do some shit back in the day, man.
Yeah, why would you waste some like scraps and stuff,
Yeah. Just turn it into a fucking loaf and it stays for the winter or something.
Yeah, you add enough salt to anything, it'll not rot.
Yeah. Yeah, that's why like fermented food's really popular, right? In a lot of like colder areas. I actually don't know if it's just colder areas, but fermented food like lasts for a while, right? Like I know that's why Koreans have a shit ton of kimchi and shit.
Yeah.
So,
all right. Are we going to stream on Thursday also before the games start? Thanksgiving?
Maybe. We'll see how that goes.
We'll compete with the parade.
I've never watched the parade in my life. It's like been on TV at times. I don't think I've ever sat and watched it. So
no, I've never sat and watched it either.
But yeah, we'll probably do that. So, is Taysom Hill worth a stash? I will say he might be getting more carries if Alvin Kamara is out. So, you look at they were using him around the goal line. He had 10 carries yesterday. Didn't equate to anything, but not a lot of tight ends are going to get 10 touches. Now, it's not catches, so it's not giving you that PPR point or whatever, but all he has to do is bust off a 30-yard run and you're probably going to be pretty happy with this game. So, yeah, I don't mind it.
Devin Neal, the hot pickup.
Yeah, I think he is, right? He has to be up there. Drop him for Hawkinson, I guess. I mean, I don't see how you can start Hawkinson with any confidence.
Yeah, there might be more upside for Hill.
Hawkinson's been so bad.
Yeah,
I don't even necessarily. It's all his.
But
Yeah, who has more total yards, Hill or Hawkinson?
Oh, come on.
Dude, Hawkinson has 299 receiving yards.
Taysom Hill has 18.
How many total yards though?
I don't know. I can't see passing here.
He has 69 rushing yards. So yeah, but he's played in 4 less games.
I thought you were including passing. I don't know if he's thrown the ball this year, but
I don't think he has. But I was just looking at rushing and receiving. He's not that far off. I mean, and he's played 4 less games. I just can't believe Hawkinson. It's more, I don't necessarily blame him completely, but yeah, it's tough. But yeah, we'll be back Wednesday, Thursday, definitely Saturday. So join us. Appreciate everyone for the talk. Enjoy your Thanksgiving if we don't see you by then, and if you celebrate it. And yeah, see you guys. Stuffing is the shit.